we are live. So yeah, so as you can see, um, as I promised, we we will go live if possible, and we are live. I have two devices now. As you can see, it's not my usual setup. Guys on TikTok will only see the ceiling, but guys on other platforms will see that. Um, huh, that anyway. I'm not home. Just checked into my hotel, so I'll be checking both cameras, both devices, because the one on my right is TikTok. The one in front of me is YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and Facebook. And Fridays, as usual, usually have our Chaos Core Ground. There's a lot that has been happening over the past 1 week. Feel free to jump into the comments. Unfortunately, today I won't be able um, to highlight comments as usual. As you can see, I'm using a mobile device today, and I'm using my laptop here. So probably the the chats the chats on other streams like Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Kik, I'll be able to highlight on screen, and you guys on TikTok won't be able to see. This is why I keep telling you guys on TikTok, you need to join. You need to join. Come over to YouTube. I hope my audio is okay. I hope guys on TikTok can be able to hear me. I don't know whether I check with my phone to make sure that I'm actually audible on TikTok. In case you're joining, karibu sana, feel at home. This is UKG. I had mentioned that this weekend, um, a bit tricky for me to do the watch along. I did mention that in case um, in case I do go live, it will be today via my laptop. And yeah, here I am. Here I am. It's been a long day. Lots of traveling here and there. And as usual, I usually like to come online to have a chat with you guys to make sure that everything is okay. Um, oh, let me hear. Let me see. Yeah, TikTok. I'm audible. I'm audible on TikTok. So I'll try to be at the center of all screens. As you can see, my background, guys, on YouTube. Just checked into my hotel. I've had a long, long day of traveling, but that's not important. What's important is the fact that we have Chaos Square Ground Day. We have Chaos Square Ground. And one of the topics that I wanted us to discuss today is, has Ruben Amorim changed? Has he changed his style of play? Has he changed the formation? It has been a discussion all week long, especially after the 3 wins versus Sunderland, versus Brighton, versus Liverpool. One of the notable things that Amorim has done is to make sure that United are winning. And one of the changes he did was playing long balls. We know that Amorim system usually builds from the back, but the last 3 games we've seen long balls. The last game versus Brighton, we did see an aspect of trying to build from the back, as well as also playing long kicks from the goalkeeper. Um, I just hope my laptop will die on me as we are live. But anyway, I have a charger. I'll just put it on. Yeah. So there has been a debate. Some guys saying Amorim has changed. Others saying no. There are guys who are in the middle are saying, yeah, it's time he did change his philosophy, as well as making sure that United win. Because at the end of the day, football is a result-oriented venture, is a result-oriented sport. If you don't win, it doesn't really matter what you're doing behind the scenes. But for me, I've been insisting, as much as Amorim hasn't really shown much on the pitch, but behind the scenes, he has been working hard. The culture is now looking up. Everything looks to be okay. And I just wanted us to have that discussion whether Amorim has changed or not. Do you believe Amorim has changed? So, guys on TikTok, I'm seeing you. Thanks for everyone who's joining. Papa has joined. J. John has joined. It's always good to see Papa there. Um, let's see who else. Allah Abdullah has also joined. How are you? It's Nick has joined. Yeah, Papa, you are saying just got the number one gifter badge. Awesome. Awesome. That's good. That's really, really good. That's good. And I hope my audio on TikTok is okay. The room is empty, so there's a lot of echo. Yes, I have my usual mic, but I can't attach it on both devices. So as you can see, I'm looking here. I'm looking here. This is TikTok. This is the other platforms. So Ruben Amorim has been having a tough time. Has been having a tough time. Papa, you are saying leo tuko na huh? Leo tuko na new background that due to traveling. Yes, yes. Um, as you can see, I've just checked into my hotel room. So and the Wi-Fi here is. I hope those guys are not listening to what I'm saying, but the Wi-Fi here is bad, so I'm hotspotting. I just hope Safaricom won't do the usual and take all my data. But yeah, it's good to see you. I try as much as possible to go live. I hope tomorrow I can also go live for the watch along, if possible, if I'm back home or to the hotel by then. Yeah, so Ruben Amorim, as I was saying, he's been having a really, really tough time as a United manager because he's been trying to have things work. They're not working. He's been trying to make sure that United are having a good run, they're having a good build up. But it seems it's come to a point where Ruben Amorim is saying, hey, look, guys, we need to win, otherwise I'll get sacked. He's been insisting that he won't change. There is that debate whether he has changed his style of play, whether he has changed his philosophy. So there has been a huge debate around that. One thing I would say is it doesn't really matter whether he has changed or not. What is important is he has maintained the same formation he keeps saying. And one thing I like about Ruben Amorim is him saying that he can be able to adapt. And we look at what he has done the last three games, playing long balls because of high press. For example, Liverpool have a good high press, Brighton have a good high press, Sunderland as well. And I think my thinking is Ruben Amorim decided to play the long ball, the long kicks, to be able to bypass the midfield because right now we don't have a good midfield to build upon. We don't really have a good midfield where we can say play from the back. I looked at that midfield last night and today as I was traveling, I was just having some time off and looking at my screen and I'm like, okay, let me just look at the statistics. Let me just look at the player profiles we have. And we look at the two pivots we have. Yes, Bruno is a good ball carrier. Bruno does well in terms of um, playing ball, looking for passes, interlinking with players. But we really don't have, between Casemiro and Bruno, we don't have a ball carrier, someone who can go to the defense, take the ball, turn, and pass it to the number 10s or to the wing backs or to the strikers. So one way that Ruben Amorim came up with a solution for that is playing the long ball and then winning the second ball. You look at, for example, the Liverpool game, Lamens was kicking it long. Van Dijk heads it back, and either Maguire or one of the midfielders wins the ball, and then we attack. In the Brighton game, the same happened. United were able to play a bit of short kicks, long kicks, and it really confused Brighton. The time we were trying to build from the back, they were really killing us. They were taking the ball, playing good passes, getting into our uh, half, into our defensive areas, and being able to create situations, to create attacking situations. So yes, all in all, is we need to appreciate the fact that yes, he's showing some adaptability. He's showing that he's not stuck in just playing one way. Ruben Amorim is trying as much as possible to make sure that we win matches. Papa, you're saying, but on TikTok, you're saying, but one thing I like about him is his ego. You can see we have a few injuries at the moment. Yes, not I can't say really injuries, but the fact that he's stuck to his guns. He has said this is the way to go. This is what we are going to do. And sometimes managers should come up and say, I will change a bit based on the players I have. I keep insisting. I keep telling you guys There are two ways to build a squad. Now, there are two ways to win matches for any manager: to set up players who can play this philosophy, or a manager tools, the available players he has, the available tools he has. So the last three games, it seems that Amorim has shifted from option one to option two, just trying to win matches with the tools that he has, but he still hasn't abandoned his principles, his philosophies. Was it on Sunday when we did the analysis? We saw that the team can easily shift from a 3-4-3 to a 4-4-2 OOP meaning out of possession, and they were able to win the game. They were able to choke Brighton. Now, when we did yesterday the Nottingham Forest preview, I mentioned that Nottingham Forest will be a tough fixture because Sean Dyche is known to be very good in terms of setting up defensive blocks as well as playing counter-attacking football. So we might see a different style of play when we go to Nottingham Forest. It might not be a straightforward win. We might not see the long kicks. It might be building from the back, trying to dismantle the low blocks, because Sean Dyche is very, very good at setting up his defenses. You remember when he was at Burnley, they had one of the best defensive records. Of course, when he was at Everton, he didn't perform well, but still, Everton were a bit solid when it comes to defense. You look at Nottingham Forest, they have players who can actually counter attack and score. So the last three games have really caused an uproar on social media. Guys debating whether Amorim has changed or not. And then you look at the tactical saying that it's not sustainable to play long balls. You look at others saying that, like myself, I was saying we can't really take three games and judge that that's the new style of play. It might be just to deal with the opposition. When we go back to Sir Alex Ferguson days, we used to see him change tactics game by game. There are certain games like the Arsenal game. He used to park the bus, hit them on the counter, and win. In other games, he used to just dominate. You see teams come to Old Trafford, for example, they have a low block. Ferguson used to play or set up in a system where it's one touch, two touch play, and the players used to play the ball much quicker. Sorry, I have to sip some water. Yeah, so I carry my water bottle everywhere, guys. Yeah, so Ferguson used to change his tactics based on the team that he is playing. It wasn't a one fit all kind of system. And having seen Amorim try to do the same in the last three games, it shows that there is a good sign for the future, that he can adapt. He can look at an opponent and say, this opponent plays this way, so this is how we are going to set up. This opponent, we can't play long balls because probably they have a low block. This is how we are going to play. So when we are going to watch the game tomorrow, the Nottingham Forest game tomorrow, I expect a very, very different setup. I don't expect to see a lot of long kicks. We might start building from the back. And yesterday we said that Mount might come in. We play a false nine because of the low block. The teams we've played that have low blocks, like Arsenal, have a good defensive setup in low blocks. We played a false nine. So it's good to see that Amorim is adapting. Let me know what you think about this whole situation where guys are now split, that United are playing boring football, long throw-ins, long kicks, just hoofing it forward. Um, does the means justify the end? So is it okay to win playing that way, or do we need to win playing the right way? Do we need to build from the back? We entertain, or we are entertained as fans as we are winning? Or right now, considering that United have not been winning, is it important to win fast and then build on that? Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys, on YouTube, Kick, Facebook, as well as Twitch, and guys on TikTok. There are a couple of comments on TikTok. Let me go through some of them. The Monk Doll, you're saying, it's good to see you again. The Monk doll has been really, really active since he came onto the squad. Since we signed him, since he signed for UKG, the Monk doll has been very, very active. Before that, let me see. Was there any other comment? Was there any other comment? So the Monk doll is saying, who did I send the invite to? I just hope I didn't send an invite to someone to join. Oh my, this is the worst thing about using a touch screen. Please, if I invited you, don't join the call. Don't join, please. Our best midfield right now is Kase and Bruno. That's the Monk doll saying we need a player like Pogba. Yes, we do. Absolutely, we do. We do. And when he was here, what did we say as fans? We need to sell him. He's ruining the culture. He's ruining the dressing room. We absolutely need someone like Pogba. Right now, Wharton and Elliot Anderson can be a good one. A part of the show, we are going to discuss about the midfield. There is Angelo Stiller, who's available for around 54 million euros. Between 40 and 54 million euros. Do United go for him in January? He's available. We know that Real Madrid have been wanting him as well. Liverpool also need another midfielder. So do we go for him January? My thinking is United should try as much as possible to get a midfielder in January at whatever cost, even if it means going to the bank and taking a loan. We need a midfielder, as the Monk has said, midfielder like Pogba. Jonte, you are number 2 gifter and then number 3. So you went from number 3 gifter to number 2. Awesome. That's awesome. And you're liking it mad. Sorry, today I don't have the graphic for the likes. The Monk, you're saying Daesh will play the 4-4-2 he spoke of. Yes, that's what he's going to play. 4-4-2 counter attack. He's going to play 4-4-2 counter attack. Absolutely. That's why I'm scared of I'm scared of this game. I said 2-1 because I don't think this game will be straightforward. I don't think United will just go and boss this game. I mentioned yesterday that United need to score the first goal. Today on X, I was discussing with one of my good mates. He's called United Ninja. He's on X. And he mentioned that if Nottingham Forest do score the first goal, we will have a very, very, very big problem because those guys will just defend and they'll try to hit us on a counter again. You look at last season, the Elanga goal, they did the same. They did the same. Let me just push this back a bit. So in the last game we played versus Nottingham, Elanga scored the single goal and they won, and it came from a counter attack. All of us saw it. All the players, the United players, were far ahead, trying to get a goal, and then it was a corner. It was defended. Elanga sprang, and then he was able to score. I don't know what Onana was thinking back then. He didn't stop that goal. The defenders didn't stop. So a similar setup. We expect a very, very similar setup. And right now, teams have seen how United are playing, and they will try as much as possible to hit United on the counter. So yeah, Monk, yeah, he will play 4-4-2. I have to be careful not to touch in terms of where I invite someone because I've just sent an invite. I don't like touch screens, to be honest. Amorim defeated him while in Everton 4-1 last season, so we can do it tomorrow. Yeah, Papa, yes, we can, but don't forget the new manager bounce. Don't forget. Teams usually have a new manager bounce. They usually high on confidence. And United have not been having good games away. Other than the Liverpool game, we haven't really had a good away game. We haven't really had a very, very good away game, other than the Liverpool one. You look at Brentford, we lost 3-2 or 3-1. You look at City, City, we were beaten 3-0. The Papayo also saying if we lose, they talk. If we win, they talk. So let the manager do what he does because winning matters. Yeah. The other thing is you have to understand there are guys who are dealing with a lot of personal issues in life. So whenever they get an opportunity to vent, they will. But I like that comment, Papa. Teddy Bryan, hello to you. Hello to you as well. It's good to see you. Teddy Bryan, it's good to see you. And just like that, number two gift a badge on TikTok. Guys on other platforms, today you are not as active. Come on, guys. We need to be active. We need to be active on YouTube. And guys on TikTok, in case you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Let me see how many subscribers we have so far on YouTube. Yesterday we started the show at 122. Let me see how many do we have? Let me see. Let's grow on YouTube as well. So in case you're here on TikTok, jump over to YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Yeah, 123. At least we got one more subscriber. One more subscriber. So just reading the comments before we go to the other chaos that has been on the ground. Teddy Bryan, go to level 2 gifter or number 2 gifter badge. You have that. Papa, you're saying, I think we will go for Gallagher as a loan option. Atletico want to sell him. It's part of also the chaos on the ground this whole week. Atletico want at least 60 million euros for him. 60 million. That's a lot for Gallagher. That's a lot for Gallagher. He's a good player. A lot of guys have been saying that he was washed. He's no longer a good player. That's why Chelsea sold him. But in my opinion, Chelsea made a mistake selling Gallagher. Gallagher is a good midfielder. I would love having him as an option in the club. But looking at other names like Angelo Stiller, Elliot Anderson, Carlos Baleba, you look at who else? Adam Wharton. We have Agume. Those are still good options. So if Gallagher is 60 million euros and he's a player who's surplus to Atletico, why should we pay 60 million? If he's around 40 million, let's say, as you say, a loan option with loan with an option to buy, let's say at 40, that's a good deal. But buying him at 60 million, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'd rather add that money and go for Wharton because Wharton is around 70, 80. I'd rather add the 20 and get Adam Wharton, to be honest. To be honest. Let's see. Thanks, guys, for liking the stream. Agent Wamanu, good to see you. Think the first time I'm seeing you on the stream. You're saying, I'd like to see us signing maybe Wharton and Stiller, but Wharton will face competition. You mean at the club, internally? Or do you mean in terms of United signing him, Agent Wamanu? Yeah, as I mentioned also in the midweek debate on Wednesday, I say that the next phase, the next transfer window will all be about midfielders. Will all be about midfielders. It's all about midfielders. Midfielders will be the highest or the biggest demand will be on midfielders. 2 seasons ago, 2 summers ago, it was all about defenders. That's the point. We signed Mazraoui, we signed the leaked defenders were the ones who were moving around. Chelsea signed a couple of defenders, Arsenal as well. Liverpool tried to sign defenders. Now, this past summer, June, July window, August, the transfer window was all about attackers. Cunha, Mbumo, Sheshko, Gyökeres, Ekitike, Isak. It was all about attackers. All about Newcastle got a new attacker. It was all about attacking players. The next window starting this January, it will all be about midfielders. So if United don't move fast, I think that's what Agent Romani on TikTok is saying. If United don't move fast, then we're definitely going to lose out on all those midfielders. Because I know Carlos Baleba, Liverpool will go for him. Liverpool will definitely go for Carlos Baleba. Also, Tottenham need midfielders. Real Madrid need midfielders. You hear that they want to sell some of their midfielders. So if they sell, they have to buy. And we know that right now, Real are going for the top talents. Agume from Sevilla is a good cheap option. Yeah, it's a very, very good cheap option. Where did that comment go to? That is Opio Watch. I think it's also the first time I'm seeing you, Opio, on the stream. Karibu sana, feel at home. Feel at home. Unfortunately, today I can't see who joined the squad because I don't have the graphics today. I'm using my tablet and my laptop to stream. So I don't have the usual platform. And guys on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, Facebook, you're not as active as TikTok. Come on, guys, what's going on? I know the setup is not ideal, but hey, let's participate. I hope my audio is good there. Let me just confirm. Probably I'm speaking to guys on YouTube and the stream is offline. And I'm bashing you guys that you're not active. Probably my audio is not working. Let me see. Let me confirm. Remember what I said that I'm hotspotting. Safaricom have just chewed 1 GB of data just like that. Just like that. Safaricom. And where I am, the Wi-Fi is just bad. It's just bad. The Wi-Fi is just yeah. So audio is okay on YouTube. So guys, you need to participate. Let's participate. It's chaos core ground. Everything is chaotic. As you can see, even um, my screens are all over. Let's see. The Monk Doll, you're saying I would prefer we get a midfielder at Sporting. That midfielder at Sporting, Holman. Yeah, Holman is good, but I keep saying if he's to sign for United, he needs to delete that Arsenal tattoo he has. He has an Arsenal tattoo, so he needs to remove it before he comes to United. Otherwise, Arsenal fans will be bantering us every now and then, especially if he doesn't have a good performance. Yeah. But one of the names that I know has been really strong this week is Angelo Stiller. Because Christopher Vivel, Jason Wilcox are really pushing for that move. The scouting department has said that this is the right profile for Amorim system. And if you look at how he plays, I haven't really concentrated on the compilations, the YouTube compilations or the short videos guys are posting about him. I decided to actually watch him play. And when you look at him playing, he's a very good midfielder. He can actually go to the defense, pick the ball, turn, link up with people around him. He's very good defensively. He's very good in terms of controlling play. And that's the sort of midfield I want. When I started, I said, we started the show, we said that one of the reasons why Amorim plays the long ball is to bypass the midfield because we don't have good ball carriers in midfield. Yes, Bruno is a good ball handler, but he's not a good ball carrier. We need someone who can, like Baleba, like Wharton, who can go to the defense, give me the ball. I'm here, give me the ball, turn, dribble, pass 2, 3 players, then pass. Fred was good at that. Pogba was good at that. But right now, we don't have that sort of profile. Casemiro is a destroyer. Bruno is a creator. But we need a ball-winning, deep-lying playmaker. And Angelo Stiller fits that bill. So if we can get him in January, I'm telling you the team will be very different. Very different. Let's see. Agent Romanu, you are saying, no, there'll be competition as Real Madrid is also interested. True. Yeah, as I mentioned, Real Madrid really want players. Really want players. They need midfielders. That's why they are selling, who's that midfielder with dreads? That French midfielder. So I keep telling you guys, I'm poor with names. I keep forgetting names. I see the face, but I try to think of the name. I can't remember the name. Teddy, you are saying if you look at the matches, we have beaten the teams like Brighton. So you see Onana's mistake. True. When you look at those games, you notice how Onana was messing us. And right now he's Trabzonspor. Oh, that's a difficult name. Trabzonspor. So right now he's there and he's getting man of the match every other week. But when it was at United, he was getting five point something ratings. You look at the Nottingham game, the Brighton game, he made silly mistakes. That's why we lost. You look at now we have Lamens. That's a solid base to build upon. Let's see. Anderson is Carrick Regent true. Very, very true there. Opio. That's very, very true. Carrick is an unsung hero. Carrick was a very good pillar in that midfield. We always concentrated on other players around him: Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Anderson, the Brazilian Anderson. But we never really appreciated Carrick enough because Carrick gave that midfield balance during Fergie's time. He gave that midfield balance. And that's why we suffer, because you look at that team, we lost that balance. The only time we had that balance a bit was when we had Pogba, when we had Fred. That's the only time we had a resemblance of balance in the midfield. But Carrick is an unsung hero. He should be celebrated, because when we lost Carrick and Fletcher was also very, very good. He was a very, very good. Darren Fletcher was a very, very good squad option to have. The monkey was saying Baleba's body language against Arsenal and us was a red flag. True. And a lot of guys have been asking if the news about United has disrupted him, has disoriented him. What about the pressure playing at United? What about the pressure? What about the pressure? So you're absolutely right there, Monk. Let's see. Papa, you're saying Kamavinga, yeah, a gentleman. You thanks. Thanks, man. That's my weakness. That's my weakness. And actually, most of my friends who know me know it's my weakness, because sometimes if let's say I've stayed for long without seeing someone, I'm like, what's your name? What's your name? So I sometimes I absolutely forget people's names. Like I can go to a meeting, like today we were in a meeting. The guys we were with in the meeting introduced themselves. And then now when I'm addressing them, I can't remember who's who. That's my weakness. I have a problem remembering names. I can remember the face, but I can't remember the name. And the funny thing is, when it comes to PIN codes, passwords, account numbers, the long numbers, they stick. Like if let's say I'm helping you with something, you want to log in, you give me your password, I never forget that password. If for my bank account, I don't pull out my ATM card or something to check my bank account. I know it. But when it comes to people's names, I don't know what goes on there. I'm really, really poor at people's names. Yeah. Let's see. Papa, you're saying I think Manukone from Roma is one of the best options from our midfield. Yes, he can be, but right now I've come to see that the United scouting team is really, really good. It's really, really good, because those guys are actually using data. And one of the things that made Ineos not to see eye to eye with Ashworth is that Ashworth wanted to have a company run the data for United. But right now you have a scouting team, a sporting department that's working in-house. Then one of the things they do is to look at profiles. The first thing they do is low value, low risk, high reward. So they won't go for big names. This time round, they went for big names, Premier League experience. They went for Cunha, they went for Mbumo, as well as talented players like Sheshko. You look at Chido. Chido is good. It's just that we don't have lots of games. But when the FA Cup comes back, I'm sure we'll see Chido there. So right now, Manu Kone, if he's been scouted by United, I'm sure he's in that list. Because right now, United are having a very, very good scouting network. Look at Orozco. The only time the world came to know about Orozco is because United scouted him and are signing him. You look at the other midfielder from Africa, which country? Again, forgetting names. Two young midfielders from nowhere. You look at Sekukone from nowhere, and he's performing well. So one of the things I trust about our current scouting department, they won't get signings wrong. They won't get signings wrong. You look at Mazrao, you look at Delict for a combined 50, 60 million. That's low risk, low cost, high reward. Because right now, if United decide to sell Delict, he will go for around 70, 80 million easily. If right now United decide to sell Ahmad, 100 million and above easily. Let's say Real Madrid come and want Ahmad. United can easily say 120. And we bought Ahmad for like 30, 35 million. Of course, at that time it was expensive, but you look at the returns. Dogu, 26, 30 million at the age of 20. By the time he's getting to his prime, he'll be good. You look at, let's say, Manukone. He's a good midfielder. If he's been scouted, he can fit. And right now they are going for players who can play multiple positions, multiple systems. Like Dogu can play back, left wing. He can play on the other side the same, right back, right wing back. You look at Ahmad, he can play as a striker, he can play as a 10, he can play as a winger, he can play as a wing back. Look at Mazraoui. Mazraoui can play 10, can play midfield, can play defense, can play fullback. You look at Yoro, he can play on the left, he can play in the center, he can play on the right. So right now, whenever you see names being mentioned by United, just know it's just not for the sake of it. These guys are actually doing their homework. They're actually going and scouting and saying, this player will not only fit Amorim's system, but even if another coach comes in, he'll be able to work with his squad. Like right now, let's say if he doesn't work out with Amorim, the next manager will find a very, very good squad because you have Mbumo, you have Cunha, you have Ahmad, you have Bruno. Even if we decide we are going to change to 4-3-3, we have the squad. If you are going to change to 4-2-3-1, we have the squad. So that's a very good one. So I agree with you, Papa. Manukone is a very good option. Let's hope that the scouting team have actually looked at him and said, in case we miss out on these other top names, then we go for him. Because the way they do it is they have a list of options. Our first option all the way to the last option. So in case these ones don't work out, then we go for this. For example, when United missed out on the lap, they went for Mbumo. And I'm actually glad we missed out on the lap and we signed Mbumo. Yeah. Lucas Paqueta, yeah, there has been talks. It's part of Chaos Squad Ground this week. Thanks, Meshak Bill. Meshak Bill, it's the first time I'm seeing you on the stream. Karibu sana. Welcome to the UKG stream. And everyone who has followed and I haven't mentioned your name. Today I'm not seeing you followers because I don't have the setup to see new followers. Everyone who has followed us, everyone who has subscribed on YouTube, we need to grow YouTube as well. If we can end the stream at 130 subscribers, right now we are at 123. So I'm also on YouTube. So go to the profile icon there. You'll see a link to the description. Come to YouTube, subscribe. Let's see whether we can end the stream at 130 subscribers. And everyone who's also liking the stream. Yeah, Lucas Paqueta has been on the news this past week as a January option. The question will be, will the club want to sell him? And if they do want to sell him or they are willing to sell him, it will be cheap. Yeah, it will be cheap. But players, if they hear the name United and they look at United, how it's starting to perform and the chances of making to Europe next season, they might say, hey guys, look, I have to go. I have to go. And then they look at, oh, I'll be playing with Cunha, I'll be playing with Mbumo, I'll be playing with Sheshko, I'll be playing with Bruno. They'll say, oh, come on, guys. Don't overprice me. Don't overprice me. Don't overprice me. The Monk Dolly are saying Vivel has not been getting it right so far, and I thought we wanted physical players. No, he has. Come on, Monk. For the first time, I'm disagreeing with you there. He has. He has. Vivel is the one who pushed for Sheshko. Sheshko is very physical. Even if you compare Sheshko with Hoyland, Sheshko is very, very physical. You remember that game? Was it the Arsenal game or which game? He was able to dribble past 4 players and he was bodying them. Vivel has done well. You look at also Sekou Kone. He's a young boy. By the time he's getting to 20s, 21, 22, 23, he'll be big. They're bulking up. So, Mark, I disagree with you there. I beg to disagree. Yeah. Thanks, Teddy and Agent Wamani for reminding me he's called Kamavinga. I keep forgetting names, man. Let's see. Eddie Muzungu, you're saying you hated Carrick. Why? Why do you hate Carrick, Eddie? Come on. Carrick was good, man. Carrick wasn't flashy. Carrick wasn't the guy who could dribble past players, have that flair, but he did his job. He did his job nice and clean. Nice and clean. He allowed Paul Scholes to do what he used to do. Without Carrick, Paul Scholes couldn't do what he was doing best. And Carrick one of the best players we had at the club, Eddie. Yeah. Yeah, at least we have a comment on YouTube. Hilda Wangoi, thanks for being the first active chatter on YouTube. You're saying that, sorry guys, I'll read for you the same way I'm reading your TikTok chats on YouTube. So I'll read the YouTube chat to you. Hilda, thanks a lot for commenting. You're saying, fair enough. If he's right about Stiller, I will be the first to admit I am wrong. Stiller is good. Hilda, what I would like to ask you to do this coming weekend. Oh, it's the Monk Doll. Oh, okay. Okay. So the Monk Doll is Hilda. So the Monk Doll on TikTok is Hilda. Good to know. Good to know. At least now I have someone here. But either way, you're the first chatter on YouTube. It's good to see you. Good to see you here. Yeah, good to see you here. So the Monk Doll has jumped over. What are you guys waiting for? Jump over quickly. Yeah, jump over quickly. Yeah, so what I want to challenge you, Hilda, to do, or let me call you the monk, because I'm used to calling you the monk doll. I'm sure he'll be playing this weekend. Watch his game. Don't watch the compilation. Just watch his game. He's one of the guys who controls the pace of the game. He can actually fasten the game. He can slow down the game. He can control the midfield, and he's quite good at that. The fact that Real Madrid, PSG, Barcelona want him, that tells you something. That tells you something. Because right now, Real Madrid and PSG are not just signing names; they are signing performers. Also, the bank doll, you are saying the badge was heavy on Onana. Agent Omani, you are saying, but he has never changed. He has also done mistakes. It's only Man United agenda that covers him. Who has not changed? I think I missed the context there. Why do I think Yoro will finally join Real Madrid in the near future? Isaac Mshanti, it's good to see you. I have that fear as well. I have that fear as well. Like Yoro will say, I won't sign a contract and then go to Real Madrid. United, unfortunately, is not like a final destination for most young players. And if Real Madrid come calling, my friend, you'll go. I'm sure even right now, if Ahmad is told Real Madrid is interested in you, he wouldn't sign a new contract, or even Kobe. So when we signed him, I had that fear. And Real Madrid might decide that you just wait until the contract ends, then we'll sign you on a free and give you a huge, like a 20 million signing bonus. The Monk Doll, you're saying we need to learn to sell, though we still have to offload Sancho. Yeah, at least this time round, we've actually made profit. We've actually made profit from signing players, from selling players. From selling players, we've actually made profit. Yeah. Oh, the Monk Doll has subscribed. We are at 124. So guys, 6 more, we get to 130. By the time we're ending this stream, we just need 6 more of you guys to jump over here, YouTube. subscribe. We need to get at 130 subscribers. Um, yeah, we at least we made some profit from players this past window. But I agree with you. We need to offload the likes of Sancho, Hoyland, the 40 million, the 44 million. It's not bad, but at least it writes off his value of the books. So it means it's zero sum. So it's basically we've written off his value. We are back to zero. So we are not making a loss. We are not making a profit. And then, of course, one thing that I really like about Ineos is they are adding sell-on clauses and buyback clauses for every player we are selling out. So like Elanga, we got money. Garnacho, I'm sure there's a sell-on clause there. So every player we've sold, we have a sell-on clause, and that's a good thing. Also, oh, there was just that comment I failed to mention. We bought Eden Heaven for 1 million and is very physical. So Vivel has tried. Vivel has tried. Versatility is key. Yeah, Isaac Mshadi, that's true. Papa, you're saying by 2028 we will be a strong team in the world, just like PSG, because that midfield will be one to watch. That's very true. Guys, I'm still challenging you. Can we get to 130 subscribers? I'm not giving up on that. I'm not giving up on that. Swah. It's been a long time. Long time. The recruitment strategy is awesome. True. Very, very true. I really can't say Amorim has changed. Yeah, yeah, you're basically saying about the big topic about chaos square ground. Yeah, I would also say the same. He hasn't really changed. He just changed the way we set up for those three games. One of the tacticals online, I actually challenged them because they took the three games and compared it with sporting season. Like statistically, that's biased. Part of what I do, my day job is statistics. So when you're taking samples, when you're taking sample data, you can't compare a season of 34 games with three games. It doesn't make sense. It's like, I'll mention again what I said on Wednesday. It's like you go to a town or a village, you find that for every 10 people, five smoke. And then you say globally that's the way it is. No. You have also to consider there are populations that are very religious, they don't smoke. There are populations who don't have access to cigarettes, so they won't smoke. So coming to say that Amorim has changed how he plays because of the three games, it's statistically biased. It's not plausible. The statistical inference does not hold any water. So you need to get like a whole season, you analyze each game. And as you're analyzing whether it's long kicks, short kicks, build up plays, you also need to analyze the opponent as well. So does the opponent do a high press? Do other opponents have a low block? So that you can have a good picture of whether Amorim has changed or not. But he has made tweaks. He has made tweaks in the system. And the tweaks there are bypassing the midfield. So kick it long, then win the second balls. That was Liverpool and Sunderland. Now, when it came to Brighton, he did a mix of building short kicks and long kicks. So one thing we can say he has changed is just the ability, or he has shown the ability to tweak the system to be able to win games. Yeah. Um, Hilda, you're saying, or the monk doll, you're saying, I love the way Amorim called out everyone who doubted his system and with a smile. Yeah, that's good. That's a really, really, a really good comment there. Because he actually said, you guys continue that narrative about United system, United not winning back-to-back matches, the system is not working, and the team will concentrate on winning one game at a go. So basically, he told them, stay on that side, the doubting side. Let's us stay on this believing side. So you're saying he has improved. I'm really scared of touching the invite button there. Deno, you're saying not Kunya though. In what sense? Did I miss a chat to see the context there? So Deno, just let me know the context of that comment. Isaac Mushanti, you're saying is Sheshko is a good player, very technical player, all rounded. In fact, this week I saw an analysis of Sheshko and they were saying he's one of the best forwards in the Premier League in terms of falling deep and connecting play. Because not many forwards are doing that. I think the only other forward who does that is Ekitike. So Deno, please let me know. Let me know what the context is when you say not Cunha though. Isaac Mushanti has a question. What's the future of Mainu? Can he be sold anytime soon? No, Mainu is not going anywhere. Zaxi and Mainu have been told straight up, we are not selling you, we are not loaning you. Because next month, Mbumo and Ahmad are going. So we need guys to play there. So we might see Casemiro, Mainu, and then Bruno goes to the right 10 position. So Mainu will play. I'm pretty sure Mainu will play, especially with the AFCON guys going. Mainu will play. In terms of Zaxi, he will also play because the FA Cup is coming. We have congested fixtures. United just posted the fixture changes on their X profile on the website as well. And we will have a lot of games December, January, February. So the squad is needed. We can't just sell them just like that. No. They've already been told, and clubs have already been told, as much as you want these guys, we are not selling them. That's why West Ham now went back and asked United about a loan in January. So um, the club is like, we are not selling them, we are not loaning them. So the future of Mainu is at United. But I am afraid Mainu might decide to run out the contract because he hasn't agreed on a new contract. So I'm thinking he's waiting to see the game time, the play time. If he gets enough, he might sign. If he doesn't get enough play time, he might decide, let it run down, I'll go to another club. Maino is meant to be Bruno's replacement, true, Swa, as you've mentioned there, replying to Isaac Mushanti. Kevo, hello. Yeah, hello to you. Look, Kevo, I'm online. As I promised, I will try my best. Here I am. Kevo, here I am. Here I am. Let's see any other comment before we end the stream. The monk doll or Hilda is saying or asking, what do you think of Junior Krupi? Honestly, I don't know much about. Is he a player? Let me just Google. Let me just Google. Because this is the first time I've even seen that name. Oh, he's a Bournemouth player. Sorry. I'll have to do research on him. I'll have to do research on him. I haven't really known him or watched him play. Oh, so he's played 6 matches. Oh, 4 goals for Bournemouth. I'll do research on him. I'll do research on him. And Bournemouth paid 10 million, just 10 million. These are smart moves. These are the signings I keep saying. United need to get such signings. Yeah, so Hilda, I'll do my research. I promise. In case I forget, because I know you're watching either on this or this, but I know you're here. In case I forget, please mention it in the next show so that I'll have to do research on this. In fact, before I sleep, I'll make sure I just do my research on him. Yeah. Any other comment before we end the live? Isaac Mshanti asking, where do you think we will finish at the end of the season? That's a very, very tricky question. Where do I think we will end? I said it yesterday, or is it on the it yesterday or during the midweek debate? I said it's still early. I think, yeah, I think it's yesterday because I was asked about the title race. It's still early. Isaac, with all honesty, it's still early. It's still early. Still early. I can go ahead and say United will finish top six, top four, but to me, it's still early. With 9 games played, for me, I usually wait until December. Because what happens when the season starts, there are some teams who start poorly, like City. City always start the league poorly. Rarely do they start the league on a high. Arsenal start on a high and then they fall off. United are like up and down, up and down. Because right now we are on an emotional high, Isaac. Right now we are on an emotional high. Winning 3 games, we feel like we can beat everyone, we can beat the world. But if tomorrow we lose, the discussion about where United will finish will fade away just like that. Will fade away. If United drop points, draw or a loss, because I'm seeing Hilda saying fifth. Trust me, tomorrow if we lose, you won't be saying fifth. You will be saying fifth. I'm being realistic, guys. Sorry, I mean I know I'm popping or blowing off bubbles, but it's still early. Bado mapema. It's still early to say where United will finish. I'd give it 15 games. Let's get to December. Let's get to December, then we will see. We will see. Because let me look at the stats here. Let me just open up the stats. Still early. I'm seeing guys saying winning the league, finishing top four, finishing top six, getting Champions League. But for me, it's still early. I'm trying to be rooted. I'm trying to be grounded. That's the right word to use. I'm trying to be grounded, not to have too high expectations. Because I think I'm trying to be safe. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to be safe in terms of shielding myself from disappointment. Because right now, United are sixth with 16 points. If United win, we'll be having 19 points. And City, Sunderland, Tottenham, Bournemouth are having tricky fixtures, as well as Liverpool. Because Liverpool and Villa are playing each other. And that means one of them has to draw points, whether it's a draw or a loss. If Liverpool win and United don't win, Liverpool go to sixth. If Chelsea win, United don't win, Chelsea will move to seventh. You see what I'm saying? So that one game can really change the discussion about where United will finish. If United win, and let's say City don't win, Sunderland don't win, Tottenham don't win, let me see which. For example, Tottenham are playing Chelsea, so one of them has to drop points. One of them absolutely has to drop points, or both. Let me just open the league table in another tab. So right now it's a bit early. Sorry guys, I know I'm not giving you the answer you like, but yeah, 125 subscribers. Five more guys. So if you're here, head over to YouTube, subscribe. We are ending this live at 1:30. Not 1:30 time, 1:30 subscribers. So if you haven't jumped across and come over to YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Please. Guys on TikTok, jump to YouTube, hit the subscribe before we end the live. Yeah. So I'm analyzing the table, guys. Also, you guys on YouTube, Kick, all those platforms, both devices. I'm analyzing the results here, trying to see where United might be if we win versus Nottingham, or if we lose. So Tottenham and Chelsea are playing. Chelsea are 9th with 14 points. Tottenham are third with 17 points. So if Chelsea win, they move to 17, but have a lower goal difference compared to Tottenham, because Tottenham have plus 10, Chelsea have plus 6. So unless Chelsea score like 6 goals or 5 goals and don't concede, then they'll move to third, assuming the rest don't win. If Tottenham win, Chelsea will still be on 14, but if Crystal Palace win, Crystal Palace will go ahead of Chelsea. If Brentford win, they go ahead of Chelsea. So Brentford are playing against Crystal Palace. That's another permutation. So one of them has to drop points. You look at Liverpool, they're playing Aston Villa. Aston Villa are 8th, Liverpool are 7th. So if one of them wins, they move to top 4. If they draw, they stay where they are. But if United lose and Liverpool and Aston Villa draw, United will drop down to 8th. If United win, City lose, Sunderland lose. City are playing. Who are City playing? City are playing Bournemouth yet again. So one of them has to drop points. So if City lose, United win, United go above City. If Bournemouth lose, City win, Bournemouth drop down, and they will have 18 points. And if United win, they'll have 19 points. So that's why I'm saying it's still early, because you look at all those permutations, it's really difficult to say where United will end up, to be honest. To be honest, you look at those fixtures, because guys closer to United are playing each other, all of them. All of them are playing each other. So the only way United can guarantee a top 4 finish or a top 6 finish is make sure they win their respective match. They win their matches. Sorry, United win all the matches that are coming up. So, for example, United beat Nottingham. Nottingham right now are 18, and we know how United have been performing against such teams. United then beat Tottenham. If United beat Tottenham, chances are they'll go above Tottenham. Then United beat Everton. So by the time these guys are coming back, United have gained up the table. So for me, it's still early. Honestly, it's still early to call where United will finish. Yeah. Isaac, you're saying Nottingham Forest is a must win unless Mbumo is injured. I'm worried about Gibbs. Morgan Gibbs only. Morgan Gibbs is good. And the funny thing is a United fan, and he did have an interview and say that United are on the high, are performing well. So that game will be very difficult. I wish I could do a watch along with you guys. I hope I will. I hope that I will do a watch along. Gibbs White is good. Brighton plays fantastic football compared to Forest, so I think we will go through tomorrow. True, but if we are realistic, no two games are the same. No two games of football are the same. No two games of football are the same. Which fixture was played? There's a fixture that was played, guys were saying United beat this team beat United, and then the team that was beaten by United beat the team that beat United. Let me see, which fixture was that? Yes, the Sunderland one. Sunderland. United beat Sunderland, United beat Chelsea, then Sunderland beat Chelsea. There's also another fixture. Which one was it? Brentford. Exactly, it's the Brentford fixture I was saying. Brentford beat United. United beat Liverpool. And then guys were like, no, Brentford will lose to Liverpool because Liverpool have beaten Brentford before. Then what happened? Yeah. So I'm just hoping we win. It's a must win. I agree with you, Isaac. I agree with you absolutely 100%. United have to win this game. A draw is not even welcomed, if we are honest. Guys, we're still at 125 subscribers on YouTube. We are still on 125. We need five more to get 130 before we end the live. So I'm almost ending. Oh, we've done the hour already. So any last comments, questions before we end? Let me see. Any last? No, there isn't any. There isn't any. Yeah. So thanks, guys. It's been a great show. Sorry I started a bit late because I was checking in um, as well as trying to set up the devices, hotspotting because the Wi-Fi here is not good. As I mentioned, highly unlikely to do the watch along tomorrow. Probably I'll just be watching as I'm traveling or not watch at all. Depends. I hope we win. I'm confident of the win, but I know the win won't be as easy as most of us are thinking. Because Nottingham with Sean Dyche will be very, very solid, and it's an away game. It's an away game. We need to bring back that fear factor. United need to have that fear factor again. Versus Brighton, it showed that United can be feared. But yet again, there was a couple of 10 minutes there where we considered the two, and it showed our vulnerability. So if United can go in strong, get the first goal, then definitely it's a win. So it's been Chaos Square Ground. We do this every Friday. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be able to go live. If I do, see you. So that's why you need to have your notifications on. So that in case we go live, you're able to join. Also, make sure you head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and thanks to everyone who's joined the squad today. Sorry I couldn't see the names to give you the shout outs. For some reason, let me see. For some reason, I can't be able to see it on this device. I can't be able to see it on this device. Nah, can't be able to see it. Yeah, yeah. Isaac, you're saying tomorrow's game is very important. I agree with you absolutely. Yeah, as you can also hear my voice, I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day, traveling, meetings the whole day. So I need to get some rest, get some food as well, take a shower, and sleep, and sleep on that bed, as you can see. So yeah, thanks guys. Until next time, keep safe, keep warm. It's raining a lot in the country, and for international fans, welcome, welcome. Feel at home. For every new fan, receive the shout out. For everyone who's commented, the Monk Doll or Hilda has come over to YouTube. That's good. Isaac Mshanti. Who else? Who else was with us today? Kevo, as always, one of the legends. Swa, good to see you back. Deno, good to see you. Deno, you didn't respond. You said not Kunya though, so I didn't understand that. Who else? Who else? Who else? Papa, as usual, one of the legends, the UKG legends. Agent Romanu, good. It's good. And I hope to be seeing you every week. To be seeing you every week. Eddie Musungu. Why do you hate Carrick, man? Why do you hate? I'm sad. Honestly, I'm sad that you hate Carrick. Teddy Bryan as well. Meshach Peel and everyone who's joined, everyone who's commented. So yeah, guys, that's it for tonight. Until next time, see you and bye bye.